My name is Leyla, and I'd like to know if you're for Israel or Palestine, for or against extended breastfeeding, if you think mothers should stay at home or go to work. These are some of the many questions that the media tackle on a daily basis, and they do so very often in the way that I just presented to you, as these seemingly irreconcilable conflicts between neatly defined positions that try to persuade each other. But is this really an accurate reflection of our reality? As a mother, for example, I can tell you that there is no right or wrong answer as to whether I should stay at home or go to work. Both are true for me. Likewise, there's a lot of common ground that exists between societies and nations, which is completely obscured when you talk about reality in terms of these binary setups. The famous Persian poet Rumi said, "The words we speak become the house we live in. Speak a new language and the world will be a new world." That is what I want to contribute towards with my PhD thesis. I want to articulate a model of public discourse that is rooted in Ubuntu, I am because we are, and that is an alternative to the argument culture that I just mentioned to you. Ubuntu espouses an understanding of power that is rooted in a relational understanding. Power is that which is between people and factions and things. It's not in the hands of any one person or group. And truth can only be accessed when people collaborate, when diverse views collaborate. In a model of public discourse such as this, you would see issues being complementary rather than mutually exclusive. And participants of discourse would not be trying to persuade each other, they would be exploring a subject together. I think this would be particularly apt for talk shows or news shows or other public fora. And I think it's very apt for the day and age in which we live, because we live in such an interconnected, interdependent world where our affairs are so enmeshed as societies. And if we want to evolve our democratic notion, we need to think of ways of talking that are really befitting to the diversity of the human family. I want to leave you with one image. A child playing the piano. A child bangs on the keys and makes a lot of noise, and the keys are competing to be heard, but none of them are really heard. Yet if you play music in the way that it was intended, as a harmonious collaboration of notes, that is when each individual note really stands out, and you can appreciate the individuality and the diversity of the notes that are being played. And yet at the same time, you have something that is much bigger than the sum of its parts. I believe that that should be the outcome of communication, and that is the model I'm working towards. Thank you.
The University of Johannesburg. Rethink, reinvent.